Hi everyone and welcome to today's topic. If it's your first time here, my name is Thomas Mukendi and you can consider subscribing to my channel. For the returning viewers, thank you so much for the support. Today I'm going to talk about 5 terms that you need to remove from your resume or CV or completely avoid them if you're writing one right now or if you just want to revamp it and make it better. Now, if you're looking for a job, it can be tough to get the attention of the recruiter because statistics show that at least 24%, that is close to a quarter of the recruiters, spend like 30 seconds scanning a CV. But if you have the right format, the right keywords in your resume or CV, you can be guaranteed that chances are high that your CV will go past the first screening stage. Now, these are the terms I'm talking about here. Number one, adjectives like really or very. Sometimes you may be tempted to write something like, I really enjoy doing that job, or I am very hardworking. Now, when you use such terms or such adjectives, actually, they are not going to add any value to your resume or CV. Just do away with them, jump right straight into the verbs that describe what you are doing because they're going to be more impactful. Number two, vague terms like intern, manager, and supervisor. Now, when you describe your title as just intern, manager, supervisor, it's not making much sense to the person who is reading your resume because they cannot understand which department were you in, what were you doing, in as much as you may detail it later on. But remember, we have mentioned and said that initially the time frame that is there to scan your CV by the recruiting manager is very small. So you want something that can go straight to the point and say what you are doing or what your title is. Instead of saying something like you are an intern, you can say finance intern or programming intern or graphics design intern or admin intern. That one is more descriptive. Instead of saying something like you are a manager or supervisor, describe it more, go further and say like I was the technology manager, I was the admin manager, I was the sales manager, bid manager. That one is giving more sense to the person who is reading your resume and they can be able to understand exactly what you're trying to say. Okay. Number three is using self-assessment terms like detail oriented or keen to detail. Okay. Remove these terms from your CV as well because instead of saying you are detail oriented, try to give a scenario or an example of what you accomplished that depicts that you are indeed detail oriented. The formula that you can apply here to make sure that the numbers, the nouns, and the verbs are speaking for you is saying you are able to accomplish X by doing Y measured by Z. That is a formula that you can apply and you'll be able to have a more impactful bullet point other than just saying you are detail oriented. Let's move on to number four, using jargons that are only specific to your company. Let's say you were working in a leadership development team and in your company you used to call it LDT. Instead of using that jargon or abbreviation, use the full term the way it was because someone out there will not even be able to understand what you're talking about when you use those acronyms. They are specific to your company. You understand your company can understand what you're talking about. But a stranger out there who is reading your CV or resume will not even get an idea of what you're talking about. Okay? So make sure that you use the full term as it is or the title or the name of the team or whatever it is you're doing, just put as much details as possible and go straight to the point. Now, the next thing is using trendy ones like ninja. That is number 5. Now, avoid using such ones in your resume because they are not going to add any value, especially when you are describing your role. Even if you are an expert in graphics design, cybersecurity, you are a seasoned programmer, instead of saying something like cybersecurity ninja or graphics design ninja or programming ninja, just use the standardized terms to describe your role that even someone who is out there, they can be able to understand exactly what you are doing. These terms, you may find some people using them quite often in their CVs, and they are not going actually to add any value. So avoid them, and if they are there, remove them when you are writing or revamping your CV. Okay? If you continue to apply these tips, I guarantee you that you are increasing your chances of landing a new job in less than 3 months. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Let me hear your thoughts. Share your comments in the comment section. You can like and share with someone. And thank you so much. See you in my next video.